welcome back to the channel and to another video. Today's walk around day again. I've got our next camper that we're about to hand over this morning to show you. So I'm going to do a walk around of the camper today, show you the outside of the van, and then jump inside and show you all the interior spec that the customer's chosen. Now the customer that's bought this camper is a source and convert customer, and they live in the northeast, and they're going to be coming up today on the train where I'm going to go and pick them up at the train station and reveal the camper to them. Okay, so I'm going to get started with the walk around. I'm going to talk about the base vehicle itself, and then like I say, I'm going to jump in the back of the camper and talk about all the interior spec that the customer's chosen. So let's get started with the walk around. So here we are. So this is a VW T6.1. It's a Highline model and the colour is Indian grey. And this camper is on a 23 plate. So as I said, this is another source and convert customer. So we've sourced the van from VW and then we've worked really closely with the customer to choose all the spec. So I'll just walk around the van and talk through some of the external features. So this van has actually had our Traveller package. So we've got the Traveller and the Explorer. So this is the entry-level package, but it's got a lot of features on it, which I'm going to talk through. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the differences between the Traveller package and the Explorer. So all of our campers, whether you go for Traveller or the Explorer, have the external modification pack on them. So this van's got a gloss black front splitter just below the bumper there. We put on the 20-inch Riviera alloys in black. So these are a new style of alloy that we've not used before. So I'd like to get feedback on these wheels. Let us know what you think. We have lowered the van by 40 millimeters. We do tend to lower all our vans unless you don't want the van lowered. So if you want the standard suspension, we can keep that on. And we can keep the standard wheels on if you want, but most of our customers do prefer some 20-inch wheels. We put on the matte black sidebars just there, and this van is also a tailgate. And then we put on the colour-coded rear spoiler at the back there. Now, all of our campers have privacy glass windows all the way around. If you've watched our videos in the past, you know that we do fit flush opening windows above the kitchen area. So this is an opening window on the driver's side, and on the Explorer package you are now going to get an opening window on both sides of the van, not just on the driver's side. This van's got a black scenic canvas, so this canvas does open up, it zips right open and opens up, and that comes on the Traveller and the Explorer package. And this is a West Stubbs roof. We use West Stubbs on all of our campers, really good quality roofs. So as you can see, it's a really good looking van. It looks really nice in the Indian grey. We have done a lot of Indian grey vans in the past, but we've not done one for a while. But we really do like it. It's a really nice colour, and it's one that you probably won't get bored of. It's quite a safe colour, and we can usually get hold of Indian grey vans quite easily. So if you are looking for an Indian grey van, just let us know. We can normally source them with tailgates, and we also mainly source Highline vans, which has got everything on it, which I'm going to talk through in a minute. So let us know what you think to the outside of the van. Do you like the colour and the wheels and everything else that's on the outside of the van? So what I'll do now then is jump in the back of the camper and I'll talk through all the colours that the customer's chosen. And I'm also going to talk through the Traveller package features and what the differences are between this and the Explorer package. So let's get inside. Okay, here we are. So what I'll do then, I'll just talk through the colour options that the customer's gone for, and then I'll talk through the features on the Traveller package in comparison to the Explorer. So this customer's actually gone for a spec that we did on a pure grey camper a few weeks ago. You might have seen it on our channel, which had this colour furniture, which is called Sage. This is called Sage Green. So it's a really light coloured matte green, which looks really nice in the flesh. Then the upholstery colour is also a very light shade of green. It's a creamy green colour with the green stitching and the green VW logos, which looks really nice with the Sage units. So the customer's gone for Bentley seats, which is the Bentley design, which is kind of diamond features in the upholstery. And we also do a rib design, and you can see examples of both of those in our conversion spec guide on our website. So on the Traveller package, you get the rock and roll bed, and we've started using smart beds now, which is a different brand of bed frame, which are really good quality. And we can actually also fit a rail system now on this bed. So it used to be that you could only put a rail system on a rib bed, but we can now put a sliding rail system on the rock and roll bed. So if you do go for the Traveller package and you want the rail system, we can do that now. So the customer has gone for the solid oak worktops and table, which is quite a popular choice with a lot of our customers, and it looks really nice in this van. And then they've gone for the light grey splashback. So that is an acrylic splashback in a very light shade of grey, which kind of contrasts well with the furniture. And then this is our new furniture design. So you've got the cutlery drawer there. You've got two nice big cupboards underneath the kitchen area, and then a smaller cupboard there, which is not very big, but you can get some extra things in there, which is a good use of space. And then on the new design, we've also got the locker cupboard at the top there above the bed, which is a really good extra bit of extra space to have in the van. The customer's gone for the silver timber, which matches all the trim on the furniture. So if you look at the trim running down the furniture, that is like a silver colour, and that matches really well with the timber door. The van shades on this one are called Raven, so they are like a very, very dark grey, sort of a slight tinge of green to it, which goes really well with this sage furniture. And then the flooring colour on this van is Dolphins, which is like a light grey colour. It's not got much speckle in this colour, so we really like it, and we use this colour flooring in a lot of our campers because it goes really well with most furniture colours. You've got a Dometic fridge with a freezer compartment in there, and then the gas locker is in that cupboard below there, but this is the last van now that we're having gas inside the van. All our future campers will have the gas in the rear cupboard, which I'll talk about in a minute. So we've now removed all the water and the gas from inside the van so it maximises space. And on this van you've got 60 litres of underslung water, so you no longer need to have the water inside the van, and that comes with the Traveller and the Explorer package, which is a really, really big improvement. Then the van came with a double passenger seat, and they decided to keep the double seat because they wanted the extra room for more passengers. And this is on a sliding mechanism, so you can slide that seat right up to the table, which is a really nice feature when you're all together in the back of the van. And then you've also got storage space inside the double seat as well. I'll just open that up. You can see inside the double seat, so you've got extra storage space in there as well, which obviously you don't get in the single seat. So that's a nice little bonus of a double seat, because most of the vans that we source from VW are panel vans, so they tend to come with double seats as standard, but we can remove the double seat and replace it with a single seat, which a lot of our customers like to do. But if we do source a combi as a base vehicle, they do tend to come with a factory single seat on the passenger as well. But there is an extra cost to replace it for a single. They're quite expensive to buy, so that does add a little bit to the package. But that is an option. And we've now added the digital display for the electrics in all of our campers now, whether you go for the Traveller or the Explorer. So you've got this 7-inch display here, and that controls your spotlights, your strip light above the kitchen area. You can also turn on your USBs and your water from there. And then you can also check your water level and leisure battery level there as well. But on the Explorer package, you do get a solar panel, an inverter, and an upgraded lithium leisure battery. And you are able to turn on the inverter from this display on the Explorer package. And then you've got the 2 USB points there, the micro USB, and then the larger USB, and then 2 240-volt sockets. So on the Traveller package, because you don't have an inverter, those 2 40-volt sockets will only work when you're hooked up at a campsite. But on the Explorer, because you've got the inverter, one of the sockets will work for the inverter, so you can do some wild camping, and then the other socket will be for the hookup. But if you do decide to go for the Traveller, rather than the Explorer, just to save a little bit of money, we can add the upgraded electric pack to the Traveller. So you would get the rock and roll bed, but then you could have the upgraded electrics added to the van. So we can add and remove bits from both of the packages. So if you've got any questions about the packages or what you can add and remove, just get in touch with us. Just go to highlifecampers.co.uk, send us a message, or just give us a call. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flatten the rock and roll bed for you, just so you can see what it looks like once the seat is in the bed position. So I'm going to do that for you now. Okay, here we are. So this is the rock and roll bed in the bed position. And these smart beds are really, really easy to put into the bed position. You literally just lift the handle and then give it a little bit of a pull, and it just lies flat into the bed position. So you've got a really nice sized bed. And once you've got one of our memory foam mattresses on there, they're really comfortable. So you don't need to worry about the buckles on the seat belts or the upholstery sort of digging into you, because once you've got the mattress on there, you don't feel that, and it's really, really comfortable. And I'm 6'2", and I can sleep really comfortably in this bed. So it doesn't really matter whether you have a rib bed or a rock and roll bed. Once it's in the bed position, it doesn't really make much difference. But there is a bit of a difference with the rib bed in terms of comfort for passengers when it's in the seat position, because they are thicker cushions and they are just a bit more comfortable on long journeys. But if there's just 2 of you using the camper and you're not taking passengers, then a rock and roll bed is still a good option, and it does take a little bit of money off the cost of the package. But a rock and roll bed is worth considering, but I'll show you what this looks like at the back of the van in a minute as well. So what I'll do quickly is just show you how easy it is to put this bed back into its seating position. So underneath here you'll see there's like a little red handle there. You literally just press that handle and it literally just folds back up itself, more or less. You just give it a little push and that goes straight back into its position. It's that easy. And flattening the bed is also very easy, like I say. So the rock and roll bed comes as standard with the Traveller, and then you get the rib bed as standard with the Explorer. But like I say, you can add bits and remove bits to the packages as you see fit. Okay, so what I'll do now then, I'll just come round to the tailgate and show you the back of the van once the tailgate's open. Okay, so this is the back of the rock and roll bed. So the main difference between a rock and roll bed and a rib bed is that the rock and roll bed is fixed right to the back of the van, as you can see. So you don't have any storage space really here at the back of the van. You've got a little bit of space there. But with the fixed rib bed, it is fixed in about a foot further into the van, so you do gain a boot space. So if you are wanting boot space at the back here, then a rib bed would be better because you've got some space. But then you do lose that space that you get at the back inside the van. So a fixed rock and roll bed does give you a bit more living space, especially in a short wheelbase van. And then at the back of the cupboards here, you've got a cupboard at the top here, which is quite a decent sized cupboard for storage. Obviously you've got no handles on these doors, you just push them and they open. And then the bottom one here, the bottom locker here, is again quite a decent sized cupboard space. And all the electrics are just tucked away behind that panel, so they're all out of the way. So that's a decent space for storage. And then under the rock and roll bed, it's just the same as the rib bed. You've got this big door here, you just press the door here at the top, that opens up, and then you've got full access to underneath the rock and roll bed, and that's the biggest storage space in the van. And you can access this area from the cupboard inside the van as well. So this is a really nice storage space. And then I'll just show you the underslung water. So you'll see there's a little connection point there, which is for a hose pipe. You just connect your hose pipe to that and then to an outside tap, and then you can fill up your water tank. And then on the back of the connection point there's a little handle that you just release, and it lets out the water. So this is a much better option than having the water in the van, and it gives you a lot more water capacity. I mean, 60 litres is a lot of water. You probably won't need that much, but it's just nice to have it. So that's the back of the rock and roll bed. And then you've got a van shade blind on the back window, and then two on the passenger side inside the van, and then obviously one over the kitchen area. And then I'll just pop the camera in here so you can see inside the van from the rear. So as you can see, it looks really, really nice. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just jump inside the driver's area and just talk a little bit about the base vehicle, just so you know a little bit more about the Highline. Okay, so this is a Highline van. It's done about 20,000 miles. It's a 5-speed manual gearbox. Because it's the Highline, it comes with all the features that you're used to. So it's got the adaptive cruise control, the air conditioning, the heated front screen. It's got the electric folding mirrors. It's got front and rear parking sensors. This van has also got a reverse parking camera as standard. It came with the van from new. So basically you've got all the features that you're used to in a car. They are really nice vans to drive. But we are looking to source some Startline vans with business packs soon, because you do get most of the features you get on a Highline, but they are quite a bit cheaper to buy the base vehicle, so that's going to bring the cost of the camper down. So I'm going to talk about the Startline with business pack in a separate video, and that is going to be coming soon. So if you are looking for a nearly new base vehicle with a really good spec, and you want to keep that price to a minimum, then a Startline with a business pack is a really good option. And then obviously we've upholstered the front seats to match the rock and roll bed at the back, so you've got the green stitching, and then again the Bentley design. And then we put a mat in all of our campers, so you'll get a black carpet mat. And we try and match the edging to the colour of the van, so this has got like a grey edging on the mat to match the Indian grey van. And as I say, we try to match the piping if we can to the colour of the van, but we can't always get the exact matches. But you've got a nice new mat in there as well, just to finish it off. Okay, so that's it for my walk around of this camper. Please do let us know what you think to it in the comment section below on YouTube. It's really helpful for us to get the feedback, so do let us know. And if you're interested in using our source and convert service, we do have a little bit of availability in November for conversions and also in December. Those slots are going to get taken fairly soon. So if you are wanting a van sourcing and you want to work with us to choose all the spec on it and you want to drive away before Christmas, then it's really important to get in touch with us quite soon so all those conversion slots don't get taken. We also have one finished camper available, which you can see behind me here, which is the Ascot Grey van. It's a 23 plate, it's a really good base vehicle, it's an automatic, it's got 10,000 miles, satellite navigation, it's got a reverse camera, it's got LED lights, it's got everything on it. It's a really, really beautiful van, and you can see that van on the sales page of our website. So if you're interested in that, let us know. And we have actually reduced the cost of that van by £1,000, so you're getting a lot of camper for the money, considering the spec of the base vehicle. So check that out. And we've also got another camper in the workshop, which is going to be ready at the end of this month, which is a pure grey van, and it's brand new. It's got 100 miles on the clock. It's having the Explorer package, and that will be ready to drive away at the end of October. And that's going to be an amazing camper. So if you want a brand new base vehicle with a brand new conversion, with a really nice spec on it, make sure you check out the sales page on our website. All the details are on there. And we have just also bought another van literally yesterday, which is going to be a really good option if you want an automatic van and you don't have the £60,000 to £70,000 budget. So this is a 21 plate van in Indian grey, just like this one. And although it's a 21 plate, it's only done 14,000 miles and it's never been used as a builder's van or anything. It's absolutely mint. It's like a new vehicle. And like I say, it's an automatic gearbox, and that is having our traveller package. And the cost of that van is going to be about £58,000. So you're going to get an amazing base vehicle with an automatic gearbox, with a brand new conversion in a beautiful colour, and it's a really, really good price. And all the details of that base vehicle and the available package will be on our website. in the next few days, so keep a lookout for that. And if you are interested in that based on what I've said, then do get in touch with us. Just go to highlifecampers.co.uk and go to the contact page. Okay, so that's enough of my ranting. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that so you don't miss any of my future information videos. I cover all sorts of topics about VW campers, and I do walkarounds of all the base vehicles we've got and all the finished campers that are coming through. So make sure you subscribe. And if you've enjoyed this video and you've got value from the content, please also consider hitting that like button, and I will see you in the next video. Speak soon.
Somebody